It was definitely a challenging time for Noah. Imagine having to be called crazy by everyone because he was building an ark, a boat, in the middle of a very hot weather. And everyone was against God and he was for God. And people definitely called him crazy. And then when he found vindication, uh, it wasn't the end because for 40 days he had to live through the storm, seeing just water because the whole world was covered. And as if that was not enough, he had to take care of all the animals inside the ark. And as a cherry on the cake, uh, I'm sure he had to deal with his family who was complaining why they had to go through that ordeal. So I can imagine. I mean, if I was Noah and I knew that land is there again and there's vegetation and basically that it's okay to go down from the ark, I probably would just lie down and tell God, let me just rest. Such a big ordeal. I deserve this, God. I mean, let me just rest. But see, that's where I am weak and Noah was strong. Because instead of doing that, Noah kept his focus on God. And the very first thing that he did was to build an altar and offer a sacrifice to God for thanksgiving and a declaration of love. And true enough, God saw it, God noticed it, God appreciated it. And that made all the hardships that Noah went through worth it. Everything had meaning. Had Noah done what I would have done, all the sacrifices that he did would have lost its meaning. Brothers and sisters, Jesus tells us that those who follow him will undergo a lot of sacrifices, a lot of hardships. It's not going to be peaches and cream. In fact, it is the opposite. Like I said, he has been consistent with that. Foxes have holes, uh, and yet those who follow him don't even have a place to stay. And everyone will hate you because you are telling them that they are wrong. You are telling them not to do what they love to do. But wrong is wrong, right? So sometimes being a Christian can be very hard. But if you will do what I'll do, all meaning would have lost. But if you would do what Noah did, which is keeping his focus on God, everything would find meaning. And even all those hardships will be transformed into something beautiful, something that will give you joy. Because joy does not come from what we have, what we receive. No, joy comes from God. Joy is God Himself. And when we keep our focus on God, everything finds its meaning. Yes, even being called crazy, even living through the storm, even taking care of all the animals in the world, and even listening and bearing the consequences of the people you love complaining to you. All of those will find meaning when you keep your focus on God and offer those as your sacrifice to Him. So, yeah, you might be experiencing some challenges. You might be thinking why things are happening to you. You might be asking, what's the sense of all those sacrifices that you do? But just keep your focus on God. Keep loving Him. And just like Noah, you will find meaning and happiness and joy in all of those. God bless us all.